pumpkin guts. Like,
look at my tools, man.
do this all over the place.
My name is Gustavo. I'm a senior character artist here at Blizzard in the Diablo team. And today we will carve some pumpkins. I started last year with a couple friends. And yeah, let's see where this goes.
I'm Brian. I'm a character artist on the Diablo team, and this is my first time sculpting a pumpkin. I used to make statues and collectibles. I've worked on so many things I've been here like 13 and a half years. Worked on like Lilith and Arthas and Gamash, Sylvanas, Illidan. It's a blur.
Yeah. It's an honor to be here with you, man.
Let's hope I don't mess this up.
Yeah. So I'll start to peel that off, this orange skin. This will take a while.
I'm gonna use this brush here.
Yeah, this one is good. You can use this sharp.
I called it a brush. That's Z brush. So you don't draw on it, right? You just start scraping.
Yeah.
Wow, man, this is messy. You're already get shrapnel over here. So why are we scraping off the skin?
Because this part right here is the best for sculpting. This is a thick skin, and this is softer. So this is the good part for sculpting. But like, there is no right or wrong.
I'm gonna leave some of that on there just in case.
How long are you here at Blizzard?
13 and a half years, something like that.
Oh, wow. So you got the sword, shield.
Oh yeah, man. It went by in a blink of an eye too.
I just got my stein. 2 years here.
5 years sword, 10's the shield, 15's a ring. What makes a good pumpkin for carving?
So you need to pick the heaviest for this size. You know, you need to get with your hands and see how heavy it is, because the main thing for us is how thick the flesh is, because this will say for us like how deep I can go without breaking too. This is a good one with not too much wrinkles on it, because it's easier to get this.
Want to trade? It's kind of nerve-wracking doing this without having Control-Z.
Oh yeah, it's so nice to have Control-Z, man. Yeah. So this is the part that I'm sketching with this small tool, just to see eyes, nose, mouth.
You just lightly scribe in kind of like the features that you're seeing.
Yeah. And for sure, during the process, some accidents will happen, and we need to embrace that.
Look at all that stuff in there.
Pumpkin spice water.
Yeah, there you go.
I remember the first day that I was here working, and I had a friend around, and he was showing me like everything around, like the campus and stuff. And he said, I will take you to the Brian's Fay office. And we went there, and there was a lot of statues, and I was like, oh my God, I work here, you know? Because I've been following you on social media and stuff for a while, you know, using your work as reference and stuff.
Wow, man. Well, and now I'm learning from you. It's weird how the pieces break away.
Yeah, you need to be very gentle. Yeah. Use the rake tool in a pretty soft way. It's like shaving the pumpkin, you know, not carving sometimes. And now I discovered where would be the eyes here. And now we start to define the nose and the mouth structure. I try to think as layers, so I am trying to be very subtle right now. We need to be pretty patient.
I guess what I'm doing, I'm just trying to find a face. Find a face in the feature, or in the pumpkin here. Like I got the nose somewhat there. Maybe I'll carve it out. Yeah, I mean, the sculpting tools, these are the exact tools that I used to use for sculpting statues and toys with doing wax work. We used to use heat, though. You could heat up the tools and then carve in, whereas this you just start carving in. So I don't have to burn my fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing for me. I use the same exactly tools for sculpting, but I don't use wax, I use clay, oil clay.
In the old days, in the collectibles world, you used to use a very hard sculpting wax that would, you had to use heat to manipulate it. So when you're holding the pieces, the heat from your hands wouldn't soften or mute any detail. Plus, you know, you're taking things, you're picking it up and putting it down, and you don't want to like ding the detail. It's just really hard to work with, though. Looks like a nose right there, I think. I think I took too much of his forehead off. Maybe I'll move the eye.
Yeah, looks good. Pretty fast.
We'll see.
Just take care with how deep you can go. You know,
Yeah,
you can put your finger and feel if this is soft or not. If it's soft, you're pretty close, but it's not soft.
Yeah, I think
you're good.
I'm getting close over here.
Just take care with that, but you're doing good.
Well, I guess the corners of the mouth could be like you can carve in.
So I'm here at this point trying to find the main shapes right here. I will work on the mount right now, but yeah, I need to carve a lot.
How long do these pumpkins last after you're done carving them?
Oh wow, 2 days.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's maybe 3, but they start to get rot.
Wah, wah, wah.
If you put on the fridge, they will last longer, but I don't know if you have like an event to go or something, they can last long in this way.
I wonder if you could spray it with like shellac or something like that.
I know that there is some guys who they put inside of a liquid to last longer than usual, maybe a month or 2. It's good to keep the pumpkin wet. It's easier to carve that if you want to.
I think I'm gonna make him cross-eyed. He's got a flat nose, so my guess is he ran into a wall and just smashed his nose.
Yeah, this is nice, man. I like that. I'm trying to define more the eyes right now. Making this rounded shape and stuff.
I don't know why I've never sculpted on a pumpkin before. Like I have friends who do it. It's just one of those things that just never crossed my path. I don't know why.
I think it's similar to carve wood.
Yeah.
There's no add, just take off things.
Yeah, subtractive sculpting
Subtractive
is
sculpting is
definitely
the name. Yeah.
more difficult.
And this thing is the hair.
I know, yeah, I like how the top is perfect for hair.
Oh, it's a nice thing. I like it.
Yeah, this little tool here is
Well defined.
Got a nice little. So how'd you end up at Blizzard?
It was a long journey. I'm from Brazil, and back in there I was working with advertisement, and then I started to build my portfolio, to start to work with games and stuff. I got a couple gigs before Blizzard, and then I applied for a role here 2 years ago, and I got it. It was breathtaking for me. It was my dream to work in a company like that. I remember when I was playing Diablo 2 when I was like 12 years old, you know, and my mom hated it. Yeah, and here I am, man. And about you?
I was brought out here to start a sculpting team so we could do in-house collectibles. And I'd worked in the toy industry for at that point for like about 10 years.
Oh, wow.
9 or 10 years, and I came out here, didn't really know what I was getting into, and here we are, blink of an eye, 13, almost 14 years later. But I mean, working on like Diablo and World of Warcraft and Overwatch, I mean, those are just, it's a fun sandbox to play in, you know, to get to make product for all those games.
So you worked maybe on all the Blizzard franchises?
Yeah, we worked on the collectibles team. We did everything, you know, all the IPs, and we did employee like gifts, and we helped work with the life-size statues and just literally anything that was sculpted. We had our hands on it in some way, shape, or form.
So awesome, man. You were involved in the Lilith,
Oh yeah,
Grow Mash as well?
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, Lilith
my
is obviously that's a fun one. you know, to kind of be on the ground floor when that one was being made. I have to say Lilith is probably my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Just remembered I originally kind of passed on the job, the idea of coming out here. We lived in New Jersey, my family, my wife's family, we're all on the East Coast. So I was like, why would I want to move? And I remember that this one night I was on the phone with a guy who we were talking about doing some art, getting some art direction, some feedback on some figures, and he brought it up again. I was like, dude, I can't imagine anything that would get me to move out to California. And a few hours later, I used to work down in my basement, and my wife calls up from the stairs, she's like, hey, can you come up to the bathroom? And I'm like, okay, fine. Thinking there's like a spider or something up there, and I go on I look on the counter, and there's a pregnancy test, and it said positive.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
We already had one kid, and like, wait, what? So I went back downstairs, and I stared at the wall, and I'm like, I told Blizzard no. And I just fired off an email. I was like, no, I'm just
So
kidding.
good.
Let's talk about it.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not kidding. It was within hours. Sometimes the universe.
Yeah, and it's still here. Yeah, for me it was a big move as well, because it was a full process. I brought 2 dogs with me. The paperwork was insane.
Yeah, I mean, for me, one of the best things about being at Blizzard is just learning from everyone. Like, being on like new to the character team, learning the pipeline. It's intimidating, and there's a lot of new stuff to learn. And
you used to work
so
just
willing.
with traditional, right?
Yeah.
And now you're going to the digital.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's like 5 more programs you got to know, and the game engine, and there's just everything has different rules, and head starts spinning. But everybody's been super helpful.
But the good thing is the artistic part, you know already, right? It's just a more technical stuff, how to deal with UVs and texturing and all this skill set that you need to be a character artist.
Yeah, I feel like it's like 20% art, 80% technical.
Something like that. A lot of people got disappointed because there's a lot of tech things. But I like it. I like to open UVs and do retopos and stuff. See,
close
it's
there.
amazing, man.
It's pretty squishy in the middle of the eyes, though. Like,
Oh,
maybe-
it's a
maybe
little
like
bit
half-
soft already.
half
You
an
need to
inch,
be
maybe.
pretty
Yeah.
careful with this part of the eye.
I think I got room on the teeth still. All right, so we're getting there. I got some eyes defined. I got a little bit of mouth here. Squash nose, some hair.
But you're doing good, man. It's your first time.
Dare me to eat this?
You guys don't eat this kind of pumpkin.
I just did. I like your eyes. They're
Eyes, they are always a challenge because if you resolve the eyes, you're good. Then the rest is a little bit easier, but the eyes is the challenge here.
yeah, because the eyes are the one thing you can't really mess up.
Yeah. It's crazy because there is a difference between this orange part and then you start to carve and there is the white part and they behave in a different way here.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So good,
it's
man.
so
See?
lopsided.
Look at you, man. Nice. I like it. Really, really good.
We got a lot of work to do.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot of work to do. I have a good tool for that. This one is good that you can like.
Oh yeah, I got this similar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a little.
Yeah.
It's a little more rounded on this one, but I'm getting dangerously close to the innards on this one. Right underneath the eyes. I want a nice deep shadow there, but it's gonna come at a cost.
All right, I think it's time.
Clean up the shrapnel.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. Like pumpkin guts, like. This little brush really does help.
Yeah. I like to check the silhouette of the nose is pretty flat. I try to carve more.
Yeah, carving these faces does remind me of like the armor sets, some of the weapons and stuff like that.
And the art of Diablo, I think that there is a strong connection with that, with creatures, monsters, and stuff. Because on the end, Halloween, like Frankenstein and werewolves and stuff, there's a lot of creature that looks like that in Diablo, and I think it's really, really cool. And that's why I love Halloween as well. Like me and my wife, we made a tattoo of a ghost together because we love Halloween so much.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong making monsters for Diablo. Yeah, I can't figure out this cheekbone.
The cheekbone?
Wish I didn't take off right there. It was kind of squished in there, but
You can do like I don't remember the name in English of that. Like this thing right here in the eye, you know.
yeah,
And you can carve a little bit, do some
yeah.
marks here, wrinkles and stuff, you know.
I see something there.
Yeah, something like that.
We should make a dungeon of just pumpkin monsters.
A lot of pumpkin heads.
We should put these in Building 7 break room and just let them sit there until they rot. Remember we had that pumpkin last year that it wasn't carved, but it was there for like, I think it was there till like March or something like that. It was,
Oh yeah, almost. Actually, I think that the pumpkin got rot in almost July, man.
yeah, it was a little engine that could have just stayed there.
All right, we're good.
All this sludge.
Are we good? All right, let's get back to it. So,
Need to get some teeth. Like your tooth there. You got two there, I see, right?
2 teeth here. Right now I'm trying to see how deep I can go, just to give this 3D feeling.
Man, you went pretty far in with the. Are you not in the middle yet with the eyes?
I'm not. Like it's pretty.
And your pumpkin's thicker than mine.
some water?
Let's give it a little try.
Oh, wow. Pumpkin seeds.
Don't mind if I do.
Sugar. All right. We're
Thank you.
good. Thank you so much. A lot of concentration, focus.
Yeah, for real. Try to wrap it up too. It's like, okay, what else does it need? Teeth. It's teeth.
And it's nice to see like how is the inside of the pumpkin, right? There's a lot of green spots, some veins on it.
Yeah,
It's like it's something alive, you know.
it's pretty cool.
clean it up, the shapes. This tree is really nice, right?
Yeah. I lost. I think mine's on the floor.
Do you use that for walks?
Yeah, I mean, you can heat it up and kind of like like rough up a surface to get like various textures, like skin textures.
Oh, nice.
And then you go back with an alcohol torch and you would just hit it and it would kind of like melt the surface. And using those lines from that tool, it kind of helps create like maybe like alligator skin or creature skin,
wow.
stuff like that.
Good, good.
Some of the best tools that I used to use when I was like sculpting traditionally was you take like brass tubes and you buy like packs of guitar strings or piano string and you just cut loops and you put them in and crimp the brass tube and you can kind of create rakes and all kinds of stuff. Got a couple of
wow. So nice, man.
I want to see if I want to.
I love that.
I want to poke through on the corners of the mouth, but I don't know if that would work.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm almost through anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty soft already. Yeah, that's the thing. I like this bigger pumpkins because they are thick.
Yeah, I mean you could tell like that's solid. You knew what you were doing. I was gonna eat a chip, but I got slime over my hands. Ooh.
All right, M&M's our sugar.
How you doing over there?
Good, yeah. Trying to define more the mouth structure with this teeth going out of the mouth and a big lip around.
Yeah. Teeth are fun. Trying to poke these in a little deeper, but I think I'm hitting the guts of the pumpkin here.
So nice.
Can you imagine if we had to do this every day?
Wow, a full-time job.
Just had a mountain of pumpkins to sit there and carve. Making a mess. There we go.
Now I will try to put more wrinkles on it, since I have like the main forms already.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
I like how you left that little piece there.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget it. It's amazing. I have like, maybe a dozen tools here, and I can't find the one. I keep going back and forth. And
it's a lot of tools, and they all are dirty. And
it's like, where's the one that oh, there it is.
I use this fabric just to refine a little bit of shapes. It's like I don't know, it's
like steel wool.
Yeah, something like that.
Probably pretty loud in sound department there, blowing into the microphone. So bizarre looking.
Yeah. Like that. We're good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Awesome. Big Cheetos. So I started defining the main shapes of it, trying to define where the eyes was and mouth, nose. Once I have this base, I start to working on the wrinkles using different types of tools, but it's the same tools that we use for normal sculpting or wax and something. Yeah, now we have this result right here. I could spend a little bit more on the wrinkles, but I think that we have a solid result now, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. His name, I don't know. Help me. The Gustavo's monster. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea actually. I'm really bad with names. But he looks like a bean, you know, a bean hat. I don't know. And about yours?
And this is where I landed. I don't know what it is. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I don't know. He looks like an Earl to me, so I'm going with Earl.
Earl. It's a good name.
But yeah, no, this was fun.
Yeah, it's a big Cheetos. So thank you guys. We had a lot of fun together here, me and Brian.
Thanks for watching.
I like the result. Your result is awesome as well. Like, is your first time doing that. Yeah. So Brian's an awesome artist. I'm pretty honored to be here working with him and stuff. So thanks for watching, guys.
Bye, everybody.